All right, next cat coming up. He plays all over town. He's amazing. He actually plays all over the country. He's got a Thank Stopper, which is his podcast. Please put your hands together for Mr. Trez Mala.
Yeah, Trez! I know your social media handle by heart, so.
Oh, right on. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for coming out. Everybody supporting the show. Give it up for yourselves for making this a thing. John and Ashley over here doing it up. We got the production team happening. That's a good little deal. Bigo, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope everybody's having a fun time out there. I didn't know Bigo was a Christian live streaming site, though. I didn't know there were like young Christian warriors on that deal. That was the whole thing. Like, hey, a lot of people, yeah, there's like, you're afraid to cuss or do anything like that. But see, that's where I'm working an angle there. But here's a little something. I had a little observation today when I was at the grocery store, and I just want to say to the single woman buying the gigantic, stiff, long, firm cucumber, I'm sure you make a great gazpacho. I'm just saying, that thing could probably feed a family of 4. It's probably big enough, but... yeah, guys, we're doing. Jeez, I almost cussed right there. Yeah, it's tough for me. I'm over here. I'm processing. You know, the hamster on the wheels running. It's like, don't cuss, don't cuss, don't cuss. You're gonna fall off. Don't cuss. You know, and I cuss a lot. I cuss, and here's one of the things is I work out at the dam. I do tours to Hoover Dam, so now I got to say damn all the time when I'm like cussing at the family. You know what I mean? Because I got kids. Like I walk home and I'm like, what's up with these damn toys? How do you do your damn homework? Why is the damn dog fed? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I walk around like that. How come I ain't getting no damn head over here? You know? And it's really, you know, it's very versatile. I get to work it over here, you know, with my guests and stuff like that. But I deal with the public, and the public, I'm sorry, but they're idiots. They're retarded. You know what I mean? All the time, you know what I mean? Like I'll tell people, I'll be like, hey, we got to be back at this time, okay? This time we're going, the bus is leaving, we're good, we got things to do, and I'll tell everybody, I'll be like, you know what? Just to let you know, to make sure you're back on time, all I need is 70%, then we can go, right? I'll drop that on them, and the next thing you know, everybody's just like the first one back, like, all right, we're 70%. You know, and I'm like, you guys just want to leave people. Look at you. You're a bunch of savages. You want to see somebody die out here in the desert, you know? And that's the thing. Living out in the desert, I got to tell everybody all the time, you got to be careful. You live out here, you know, you get bloody noses easy. You know, people are like, what are you talking about? It's so dry and windy out here, your boogers turn to rocks. You know what I mean? Like, and I tell them, if you ever see a local getting all second knuckle, all right, we're just preventing a bloody nose, you know? Like, you don't judge, you know what I mean? Like, don't judge us, if you know what I mean, until you see us back out of that deal looking at that thing for nutritional value. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's just survival. Just saying. You get stuck out there in the desert. You don't need shade. You don't need water. You need salt. All right? I'm a firm believer that like your boogers are vaccines. You know what I mean? And I ain't been sick in years. Just want to tell you, I'm pretty damn healthy. My kids too. I give them my kids. Take that right there. You ain't going to the hospital. We're going to remove that mercury right there, buddy. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You know, it's funny, too, is here we are, you know, we're getting in, we have this nice weather. The weather's getting better for us in Vegas because we're out of triple digits. We're not in Satan's ass anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, it's funny is we have to have all these signs to tell people to not leave their kids in the car, not leave your pets in the car. Here we are, 2019. You know what I mean? Like, how ridiculous is that? You know? And I grew up in the 90s. I mean, I grew up as doing drugs in the 90s, but I was born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. You know what I mean? And I don't ever remember somebody dying in the car when we were left in the car. You know what I mean? Like, which leads me to believe that we were just tougher back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of thing. And you know, I had a lady one time. I was talking about this on a show, and she goes, "Well, that's because you guys back in the day had the crank windows." And I was like, well, that's true, but Mom said if we touched anything, she would kill us. So we would sit through that, like when my mom would go gambling, all right, and we would sit in the car and wait for her to come back out. You know, she would fill it with smoke first. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we did back in the day. We're just stronger back then. We survived that, you know. I'm just saying, yeah, it's the real deal. It's not the way, like me, when I do it, I fill it up with the good smoke. My mom was filling it with this smoke. I was filling it with that smoke, you know. But, you know what's crazy is not too long ago, there was a standoff out at Hoover Dam. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a guy that took an armored truck up there in the summertime, and he had to stand off with SWAT and everything. And he took an armored truck and he turned it into an RV, right? He had an air conditioning, he had this whole thing all set up, and he told the police that he was there for the Inspector General reports. Remember that was a big thing in the news? I don't know if you remember that like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And he wanted the reports to be unredacted, so he's making a political statement. He told the SWAT team that he had ammunition and he had food and water for 21 days. You know what ends up happening? This is life after the Vegas shooting. SWAT, they go up there. They see that there's an air conditioner on the top. It's not guarded or anything. One bullet, bam, take that sucker out. That standoff was supposed to last 21 days. Lasted 19 minutes, y'all. These millennials, they can't handle the heat. You know what I'm saying? Guys, that's my time. I'm Trez Mala. Thank you very much.
Trez Mala, everybody. Yeah. All right, Bigo, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Trez, here's your Bigo in, man.
420 Blaze, it says, he sounds like a villain from Space Ghost.
That is true. That is true.
Chris G said Conor McGregor has mellowed.
Conor McGregor? Gee, all right, I feel like I'm a little bit a step above him. I'm like more like Conor McBagger right now.
420 Blaze, it said, did Starbucks close early tonight?
Okay, yeah. I like iced coffee, so whatever. Yeah.
Cold brew comics.
Jesse.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. It's like, bro, how do you, yeah. Bro,
Jesse,
yeah, sorry.
Jesse 03 says, dear Lord, I have a broken stopwatch with better timing.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you repeat that? Never mind, it was lame.
Too busy yapping. All right. Chris G said, at least the crickets are entertained.
Hey, you know.
Would you tell Bigo that we're filming this?
As I say, they're pizza topping. Yeah, you know what? We're going to put laugh tracks in so you guys lose. I'm crushing right now. This is the best I've ever done in my life. I'm getting paid the big dollars, Bigo.
Oh, my God. Ernest says, oh, wow, Hugh Jackman really let himself go.
Oh, hey, that's it. I shrunk like a foot then. You know what I mean? Jeez.
I thought he was a little tiny wolvie.
He can dance.
Well, he's got lifts. He's got lifts, Mr. Yeah.
Mick Cheesy said, does he always have to keep his head leaned back so he can keep his eyes open?
I am.
Write that down. It's easy. Yes.
I think that roast one right there. Give them that. You won right there.
It's easy, everybody.
Hey, don't make fun of Filipinos.
Oh, my God.
Is that it? Or I'm sorry.
I mean,
that was like pretty much. That was a high
more,
note
man.
right there. That's when you leave. George Costanza told us that one.
I'm just trying to skip through some of this now because I feel like I just want to be done. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Jesse says local jokes work great with an international audience. Kudos.
I don't even know who that guy is. So
'Cause he's not in this room.
so how about that for international? We're going space station, baby. Venus bound.
Mike Checker said, this is why kids shouldn't use drugs. Is the recording of this for a Say No campaign?
Hey, you know, I to be honest, I've had a lot going through my mind today. One of them, mushrooms, so.
McCheesy said he's like a bad bowel movement. No matter how many times you flush, he's still floating around, not being funny.
No. That's a good one. But if I'm a bad bowel movement, I ain't come out yet.
Are you gay?
I'm as gay as the day is long.
As gay as the gay is like.
All right, cool. Trez Mala, everybody. Oh, that was a good